We have some breaking news in regards to Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. And no, Tom Brady is not returning to the New England Patriots. You see, both the New England Patriots and Tom Brady clearly learned something during their time together in Foxborough. And I can't believe it's taken me this long to realize the correlation between Tom Brady's ability to win Super Bowls, New England's ability to win Super Bowls as well, and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady's incredible ability of financially putting themselves in the best situation to succeed. What do I mean by that? Well, when the Dallas Cowboys, who unfortunately are my favorite team, signed Dak Prescott to a max contract extension, I was happy, but I was also sad. I was happy because I love Dak. You know, I'm a huge Dak Prescott fan. However, I was extremely sad because I also realized that I don't remember the last time, and let me know in the comment section down below, when was the last time a quarterback that signed a max deal for a contract extension was able to make it all the way to the Super Bowl and win? Was it Peyton Manning with the Denver Broncos, or did he take a pay cut for that as well? I'm not exactly sure. You see, there's a trend between QBs being able to make a run to the Super Bowl on their rookie scale deal. And then once they make it to the Super Bowl, they sign this great contract extension. They get paid a ton of money. The teams around them get gutted. And as a result, they're no longer the quarterbacks that they once were because the teams around them aren't as good as they once were either. Yet there's this trend of overpaying quarterbacks consistently. You look at QBs like Russell Wilson, who made it to 2 Super Bowls before signing a big contract extension. You look at QBs like Aaron Rodgers, which we made a video on why has he only won 1 Super Bowl in his entire career. Every time one of these remarkably talented QBs sign a max deal, the teams around them get worse. And look no further to the next victim. Patrick Mahomes signed a baseball player's deal in the NFL. And as a result, even though the Kansas City Chiefs made it to the Super Bowl, and the reason why they lost was obvious, they had to go up against the greatest player of all time, which was paired with a remarkable defense and the best pass rush in the NFL, who was going up against a Kansas City Chiefs team with a decimated offensive line, no Eric Fisher because he was out with an Achilles tear, no Mitchell Schwartz either, and yet those 2 players just got released as a result of a cap casualty as a result of Patrick Mahomes' brand new deal. And hopefully they're able to address those holes in the NFL draft or free agency. But you begin to see a trend here, and you begin to wonder, what is it that Bill Belichick and Tom Brady know that the entire NFL doesn't? So before we get to this breaking news, just wanted to let you guys know I'm giving away a piece of autographed NFL memorabilia to a subscriber that turns on our notifications on this channel. Just subscribe, turn on my notifications, like the video, and comment down below what signed piece of NFL memorabilia you would like, whether it's a signed autographed Tom Brady football or an autographed Cam Newton jersey. I'm going to announce the giveaway winner in a week. After I announce the giveaway winner, once my Instagram page gets to 40,000 followers, which is like 1,500 followers away, we're going to be doing the same giveaway there as well. Now that we got all of that out of the way, break! Mike check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? Guys, you might be wondering, why did Mike make a big deal out of NFL player contracts? Well, we are currently in the free agency period, and we got some breaking news in regards to Tom Brady and Cam Newton. So let's start with Tom Brady, because it sounds absolutely absurd to hear that a 43-year-old quarterback has agreed to a contract extension with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But that's what Adam Schefter officially comes out and says. Tom Brady has reached an agreement with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today on a 4-year contract extension that voids to a 1-year extension that locks him into Tampa Bay through the 2022 season. The Tom Brady extension saves the Buccaneers $19 million against the cap this year, per sources, and the additional voidable years are there to defray the cost. It was another effort from Tom Brady to keep as much of the team together as possible. Tom Pelissero comes out and says that the belief is that Tom Brady didn't ask for a raise even after winning another Super Bowl. His original deal was 2 years, $50 million plus incentives. This tacks on another year through 2022, plus voidables designed to keep the Bucs cap and try to keep their core together. You see, Tom Brady really understands that in order for him to succeed, he needs to have a superstar supporting cast. And that's not a knock against Tom Brady. Every single quarterback should come to realize that. Every single quarterback that wants to win Super Bowls has to understand that they may need to take a little bit of a pay cut in order for their team to build the best supporting cast around them. That's why I said the Pittsburgh Steelers are contenders this year, because Ben Roethlisberger took a huge pay cut to remain with the team. He's still an above average quarterback in my opinion, and as a result of that, you should expect the Steelers to make some good moves in free agency and hopefully put themselves in a position to succeed next year. But what about Tom Brady's old team, the New England Patriots? Well, they made an interesting move themselves. You see, Cam Newton was considered to be a player that was definitely on the outs in New England. The Patriots literally said that they were expected to part ways with him at the conclusion of the season. But it looks like, according to Adam Schefter, the New England Patriots are finalizing a one-year deal worth close to $14 million for Cam Newton to return to New England. Now, this is still a huge pay increase for Cam Newton, who was on the veteran minimum last year, and I'll tell you why this is fascinating and probably why the New England Patriots did this. On one hand, I think Cam Newton was thrusted into an impossible situation last year on a New England Patriots offense that had absolutely, well, I don't want to say no weapons, but barely any weapons, that had many important players hold out on the defensive side of the ball as well, and the situation for Cam was absolutely impossible. But by bringing back Cam Newton on a one-year $14 million deal, yeah, you are still somewhat limited. Yeah, it looks like his shoulder was a little shot last year and he wasn't able to necessarily make all the throws that you'd want him to make. Looking at his basic statistics though, there was some things that you could work with. For example, a 66% completion percentage, 2,600 passing yards, and then also 592 rushing yards is a fairly good starting point considering that he was out with an injury the entire year prior. Yeah, Cam Newton is definitely going to have to reinvent his game, but I believe Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels will put him in the best position to do that. Yeah, he only had 8 touchdowns to 10 interceptions, but once again, his best wide receiver was N'Keal Harry, who has been fairly disappointing in Foxborough thus far. This puts a little less pressure on the New England Patriots to feel like they absolutely need to draft a quarterback, or it gives a quarterback like Trey Lance some very good mentorship in the event that the New England Patriots want to draft Trey Lance in order to succeed Cam Newton, which, by the way, I do expect them to go after a mobile QB in the future, and I do expect that whoever they do draft should sit behind the starting quarterback for an entire year, especially if it's a prospect like Trey Lance, who I think is really good, but fairly raw. We also made a huge video on Trey Lance as well. Now, on top of this, Cam Newton signing for $14 million puts him literally at the very bottom of quarterbacks that signed a brand new contract, but are starting QBs. Originally, he was expected to sign with the Washington football team, but $14 million literally gets him paid less than Taysom Hill to be the starting quarterback of the New England Patriots. This doubles down on the Bill Belichick philosophy. He doesn't have to pay starting QB so much. He can make other improvements in free agency, and I'm really excited to see Cam get another chance now that the New England Patriots could go out and potentially put a full team around him. Free agency is starting to heat up, man, so I really recommend you subscribe and turn on my notifications, and let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of these moves? Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.